So tonight's training is going to be slightly different. I'm not using Bounceback platform. We're going to still use the Bounceback strategy, but we haven't had a trade from Bounceback since yesterday. We have some upcoming setups for the week that I want to share with you guys. That's why it's important to plug in, come to the calls, because you can actually get a watch list, your own watch list, right? For the week that you know, okay, look, coach gave me 3, 4, maybe 5 setups. I'm going to use those this week to jump into, and that's all I'm trading. So you guys could get your trading journals out. I'll be going through my setups on TradingView. For every setup that I draw, you guys can take, I will pause so you can take a picture of it or a snapshot of it so that you can basically do the same thing on your TradingView. So the whole idea is that you should be able to take what I do today, right, and do the same thing on your TradingView, right? And then finally, we're going to go through what are good areas to enter the trades at so that you can potentially set sell stops or buy stops, or you can set call level alert so you will know, okay, well, the trade has triggered and is ready to go into the direction that we anticipated. All right, so let's go ahead now and share the screen. So the first trade I want to look at today is Euro USD, right? So Euro USD. Now remember that we've been looking at structure over the last couple of weeks. That's because I think that structure is a fundamental asset to trading really well and getting good entries, right? So today I want you guys to take as many notes as possible, right? We will be focusing on some waves. So for example, when I say waves, you can see that we were in a downtrend and now we're coming out of that downtrend here with this movement, right? So you have 5 waves, right, in a trend. And we want to look at the entries of those waves, right? We want to look at the entries of those waves based off of the Fibonacci retracement. So the first thing I want you guys to write down is that there are 5 waves of a trend, right? Yes, it can continue to be more than 5, but let's focus on the 5 waves of a trend, right? So I'm going to make the notes, right? So usually you will not participate in wave 1, and I will show you what wave 1 is. Wave 1 is the breakout of the previous trend, right? Wave 1 is the breakout of the previous trend. So an example of that is you can see that we were in a downtrend and you have this breakout of the downtrend to the upside. So this is wave 1, right? You enter the trade on wave 2. So continuing, wave 2, right? First entry. Look for retracement around the 61.8 Fib level, right? So let me see. I like to bold it, but anyway, let me take that off. All right, so note takers, right? So we're looking for entry, wave 2. Wave 2 is the retracement. So you get a breakout, wave 1, wave 2 is the retracement. So when you're using the Fibonacci retracement, where do you find it? If you look on the left, you will see that you have a pitchfork. You click the arrow next to that, you scroll all the way down, you have Fibonacci retracement, right? Now what do we have here? Wave 2, first entry, look for retracement around 61.8 fib level. So we had an impulse to the upside. So how do we draw our Fibonacci if the impulse is to the upside? You're going to start from the bottom of that impulse, right, to the highest wick at the top. Right? Now don't focus on these other levels. These are the main levels here that you will have, right? So we said wave 2, first entry, look for a retracement around the 61.8 fib level. So this is the 61.8 fib level here. So let's identify it, right? Now, what is around that area? You can see how we have structure basically hanging around that area. Right, so everybody should be able to see how structure looks decent around the 61.8 level. Now you don't want to just enter the trade at the 61.8 level, but this is just for your notes. When you are about to prepare your case study for your trading, and you say, okay, look, your USD did an impulse and it came back down. This is the first impulse following a downtrend or so, right? You're just going to take your Fibonacci retracement, plot it from the bottom of that impulse to the absolute top, highest wick, right? And all we're going to do is monitor the trade at this level. From here, all you have to do using bounce back strategy again, right? Trend line, plot the trend line on it, right? And we are waiting for a movement to break this trend line from here, and we're going in for the buy. Right? So you guys should have that note. So let me put something here. Make sure you're making notes, please. Very informative session. Right? Good. So we're looking for the buy on the break of this trend line. We already know wave 2, first entry, look for retracement around the 61.8% fib level. So you can see how the trade actually came all the way down. So if the trade, let's say, for example, was around, let's say it wasn't at the 61.8 yet, right? Let's say that the trade was around here. This is why trading is important. This is why understanding trading is important, right? You had this impulse. You see that the trade paused up here, right? You see that the trade paused. Based on the notes that you have, you know now not to just say, that's a strong buy. This looks as if it's going to continue. Let me jump in for my buy here. No. You have in your notes now, wave 1 is the breakout of the previous trend. So you had the breakout. Wave 2, look for retracement around the 61.8% fib level, right? So if you see that the trade pause here, draw your fibs and say, based on the notes that coach gave me, I should look for this actually to retrace down to this 61.8% fib level. So I'm not going to enter my buys right now. I'm going to let the trade do its thing and prepare me for the next wave, which is wave 3. So wave 3 is what you will be participating in, right? So let's continue the notes. Wave 3, right? I'm just going to put your participation. This is where you end. So you would have entered the trade on the start of wave 3 because wave 3 would be the breakout of this move, this retracement, wave 3 then goes up and create another mountain top, right? So let's say, for example, wave 3 now from here came all the way up to around here. It's just an example, right? Based off a structure. That's your example. So you do not want to enter wave 3 while it's on its way up. You want to wait for the breakout of that wave 2. Get as early as entry as possible so that you can just be in profits on the way up to wave 3. That's wave 3. You're not entering on wave 3. You're entering on the breakout of wave 2. Does everyone understand that so far? If you understand, just say yes in the chat box. Perfect, perfect. Make sure you're making your notes, right? There's a lot of detail in this particular Zoom call, so you may actually want to watch it over as well. Good. So wave 4. So wave 3 would have been the impulse again. So we would have had the impulse, let's say, to around here, right? Wave 3 would have been your impulse. So therefore, our next entry now is on wave 4. Wave 4, again, another retracement. So wave 4, second entry, right? Look for retracement around the 38.2 Fib level. Right? So how do we know when is at the 38.2? What you will do, I'm going to remove this Fibonacci, right? So we had the breakout, we had the impulse. So we are going to pretend that this has impulse now, right? And it paused. You're going to take the Fibonacci again, coming from the start of that impulse, right up to the top, highest wick, right? And you're looking for the 38.2 Fib level. So we're looking for the trade to come back down to here, right? So from here, that's wave 3. Wave 3 is here, right? So let me just put some notes next to it so you guys can know, so you can take your screenshots when the time is right. I'm gonna put this is wave 1, right? This is wave 1. This is wave 2. This is wave 3. And this is wave 4. I want to make this nice and simple for you. Nice and simple for you, right? So you got wave 1 going up, and just put a little arrow on it for you. Wave 1, right? Wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, right? So wave 4, right? You want to look for your entry around 38.2, which is around here, right? So let's see what we have around 38.2. I'm going to just give me a second. Let me change that. Make that red. All right. Now you're just using the Fib levels to build your case study. All right. Don't just see that at 38.2 and go into the trade now. Right. It's just for your case study. Because once you see at that level, you should put in your notes. Okay, your USD wave 3 is around. Sorry, wave 4 is around 38.2. Looking for a buy. You draw your trend line. You wait for the breakout. You enter your trade and participate to wave 5. All right. wave 5. So wave 5, your participation. And that's it. Literally, that's it. This is it. That's all. That is basically what you're looking at, right? And it happens on the opposite side as well. When we're looking at a down train, same thing happens as well. I don't want to focus too much into detail. I want to give you guys the basics today. Next bounce back call, we're going to go into how the downtrend one looks, and then we're going to look at live examples, etc. Right? So go ahead, take a snapshot of that now. All right. That is your nuggets for tonight. I'm going to put this in the bounce back call, in the bounce back group chat. Boom. Right? That's your homework to go and look, and you can actually analyze specific trades. So your USD, put down your watch list. Let's get this watch list going. So your USD, like I said, looking for that buy. So this is on the 1 hour time frame. So all you need to do is come down to the 15-minute time frame, right? And wait for the trade to break this trend line, right? And you guys know to enter because we went through it tons and tons of times before. Wait for it to break your trend line above the 50 moving average line, and make sure these crossover. If you don't know how to enter the trade using simple bounce back strategy, please go over my previous trainings on YouTube. Just look for Coach Care and you will see. USD CHF. Good. Next one for you on your watch list, right? So we have here, we got a nice impulse, retracement. Let's see how this retracement is, right? How far did it come to? So because it's a sell now, we're taking the Fibonacci from the top and going to the bottom. Where is the trade testing right now? 61.8 Fib level. What did I say? All right, wave 2. So somebody type it in the chat so we'll know that we were paying attention. Wave 2, look for our entry around where? Where are we looking for this entry? Thank you, thank you. We're paying attention. Yes, like it. All right, good. So you can go ahead, take a snapshot of that. This is your watch list. Where do I expect it to go? Let me just give you guys some take profit points because I know that I usually do that. So let's do some take profit points here. Hang on. All right, TP1. TP2. All right. Wait for the breakout of the trend line. Go ahead and take a snapshot of that. Wait, hang on. Let me put the arrow to help you. All right. Go ahead and take a snapshot of that. No. Good. I'm going to also share this in the group. So you guys should have that watch list. Good stuff. Next one, Euro AUD. Now we were looking at this, I think it was last week or week before, whereby we had this head and shoulders. I'm not going to go into that pattern now. We were looking for the sell. No, I'm looking for continuation because we got another head and shoulders pattern. Let me come on the 1 hour time frame so you can see shoulder, head, shoulder. This was also a shoulder, head, and shoulder here as well. So what do we do? I'm looking for a sell. So let's quickly draw this up. All right. Trend line drawn. Wait for breakout. Right. Take profit point. Right. That's TP1. See if we can give you some smaller profits. TP2. So this is a longer trade. So for those who actually started the sell, right, from early o'clock, you should be in some nice profit still. You can go ahead and take snapshot of this. Now, right, good stuff. So those are your take profit points. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, no, I'm only giving the bounce back group those two, your USD and USD chef. If you want the other setups, if your teammates want the other setups that I'm giving out, they must watch over my Zoom call. Right? Can't give out all the goodies. Who is drawing on my screen? Please to remove this purple thingy. Thank you. All right. Yes, chef. You're a chef, sorry. I don't like how choppy that looks, so I'm not gonna give you guys that. You're odd. Sorry, you're in New Zealand. I am looking for a sell with this, but I would say put it on your watch list, right? But be careful because there we go. So again, you're not gonna sell unless this breaks, right? You're not gonna sell unless this breaks. It is a head and shoulders pattern. That's why I like it, right? A little choppy. So that's why I say just be little careful. You know what I mean? But this is what we're looking at. Got nice head and shoulders pattern. So you can look for this sell, right? So I'm gonna put it here. You're waiting for the break though, huh? You're waiting for the break of that trend line. How can I watch this call later? On my YouTube channel, just search for Coach Care and you will see that. All right, guys, go ahead and take a snapshot of that right now. Good stuff. All right, I think that was the last one. All right, good. So if you want to go over this call later, I'm just going to put my YouTube link. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. You want to subscribe. Right? So all of my training calls go on there. So you guys will get notifications. That's why I say subscribe. You will get notifications or when I drop anything on YouTube. I only going through Europeers tonight. Europeers and that USD chef. But for your benefit, let's look at USD JPY. I already not liking how this looks. So basically, I just don't trade anything. It has to be a pattern that I can identify. I like my head and shoulders. I like to see a clear, clean flag, right? I just don't enter any pair that I can't identify a clean pattern. Right now, this don't look all of that healthy to me. Right? But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 setups from me this week. So you can just have a look at that. USD chef probably gonna be USD Chef and your USD probably going to be the ones that happen between tonight and tomorrow morning. So don't miss out. Right? Don't miss out. All right. So guys, if you found tonight's call very, very, very useful with some nuggets, please type nuggets in the chat box. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to share the link to my Bounceback in this call. However, just remember that it's for active members. So if your subscription is not active, then you will be removed. Can somebody put the link in there to the Bounceback? Let me see if I can get it. 2 seconds. All right, so let me do it this way. Nuggets, nuggets, nuggets. Fantastic. Glad to know it can help. I am going to drop the link for Bounceback now. For my Bounceback Telegram. Copy link. 2 seconds.